What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dive Addiction. Today's episode is the pumpkin carving contest in Circleville, Ohio at Todd's Scuba Center. This one's hosted by Underwater Connection out of Harrisburg. If you're ever in the area, check them out. They're a great dive shop. Ben is great people. All right, we got our pumpkins already, and we're headed into the water. Now, we're going to drop down to about 15 feet, and there's a semi-trailer down here that we're going to put our pumpkins on, and that's where everybody's going to carve their pumpkins. Some people lay on the semi-trailer, some people hang off. I was trying to do something, trying just to stay in that neutral buoyancy, keeping a good trim underwater. I have a few issues in this, but nothing terrible. I come in, I'm just going to set up right here. Kenny comes in, and when he drops in, he just clouds everything up. So I end up switching over to the other side of this semi-trailer real quick so I can get out of some of that silt, because he came in and kicked up a bunch. He's in a new dry suit. He's still not used to side mount yet. He's still getting his legs under him, literally. But he's getting the hang of it. He's doing pretty good. Setting my 360 camera up right here. I love this camera because this camera allows me to be hands-free recording. I don't have to worry about anything, and it'll just record. Carving a pumpkin underwater isn't as hard as you would think it would be. It really isn't. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. And I just suck at carving pumpkins, but I didn't do terrible. And it's kind of cool because when you cut everything off, all the stuff that's coming out of the pumpkin, it just floats up. The fish will eat at it and attack it. It's pretty fun to watch. All the fish are loving that we're down here carving up these pumpkins. It's a great meal for them. They love it. It's good for them. It was just all around a great dive. I mean, this was an experience. If you ever get the opportunity and you're a diver and you want to go do an underwater pumpkin carving contest, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It was just a blast to be down there with everybody, carving up some pumpkins, having some fun, making some bubbles. The visibility here is never really that great. Right here, I decide I'm going to mess with Jeremy and throw my pumpkin over at him. He's over there recording everybody. This is Jeremy from Scioto Post. Shout out, Jeremy. Appreciate you being there, putting us on the news for what we were doing. It's awesome to see a diver that's also a reporter. That's awesome. I totally screwed the hat up on this. It was supposed to be like 3 different pieces. I ended up making it one piece, but I'm actually happy with the way it came out, so it made it a little bit brighter when I lit it up. All the silt getting stirred up. When you've got this many divers in one area, if you're not kept in perfect trim and you're kicking up silt, it's just gonna cloud everything out, and this dive was no exception. You can see everything just floating around in the water. The visibility wasn't that great here to start with, but all of us in one little area kicking stuff up, that definitely did not help. Alright, so now I've got my pumpkin done, and I'm just going to clean up a few little things real quick. And then we're going to swim around and see what everybody else is up to. I tried to pick out a design that would be quick enough that I could get it carved out pretty quick and still try and get some video of everybody else. got all my carving done. Now I'm reaching back to grab my butt pouch so that I can put my knife away and so that I can get out my strobe. I've got an X Deep S2 line marker that's used for marking either where you're staging bottles or your downline. And I figured, man, that'll look really cool in there. So I made sure I grabbed that. I stuck it in my pumpkin, and I was pleasantly surprised at how bright this thing really is, even in this murky water. This is the first time I've actually used it while out diving, and it looked amazing. I'll get a few really good shots of it. Here's Jeremy again, getting video for the news for Scioto Post. He does a great job over there at Scioto Post. I thought I recognized him by his voice when I heard his voice. I come over and show Kenny my pumpkin. I let him throw the strobe into his pumpkin. That strobe is so bright, the whole pumpkin lights up. Here I am with the GoPro out now instead of that Insta360. The Insta360 is great because it's hands-free, but me and Kenny always mess with each other. I just flipped him off. Here's Robert and Kelsey. They're doing really good. She did this anglerfish, and it is absolutely amazing. If you ask me, this was the real winner of the contest. I absolutely love that anglerfish. And you can just see everything floating around from the grass that's floating around and all the sediment from the bottom. Yeah, dude. This guy over here riding a scooter. Here's Ben. Ben is helping his son carve up his pumpkin. His son did a great job. Newly certified diver, doing amazing. This first year diving, just got certified this year. And this little dude is getting it. That's one awesome thing about having your dad be a dive instructor. Yeah, check this pumpkin out. Yeah, dude. Here's Kenny's pumpkin. Kenny did pretty good. He did this Grim Reaper. It was badass. This is my line marker just set to on inside of my pumpkin. And here it is strobing. You can see this thing from all the way at the other end of the semi-trailer, 52 or 53 foot trailer. Oh man, that's awesome. I just love the way this thing looks underwater. Like out of the water was cool judging them, but looking at them lit up underwater, that was where it was at. Kelsey and Robert working on their pumpkins still. So this is a really intricate carve to be doing underwater. She's got great trim, great buoyancy control. She's not moving around. She's doing a really good job. Robert's sitting there giving her a helping hand, holding that light so she can see. They make a great team. That's one thing about this. It's fun to get out there with your friends and meet new people and have fun carving up pumpkins and just enjoying the sport altogether. I mean, you know, some of the most still dives can still be some of the best dives. So enjoy every dive like you're there to dive.
Hey, Dad.
You guys did a really good job underwater like that. I don't know how you guys did that. I got out of your way to get ready your way.
Oh, you're fine.
This year.
All right. We got a reel, another reel, and a computer. That was fun. That was fun.